Be me. 16 years old on a Friday night, going over to my best friend's house to spend the night. Scored some beer from my older brother. Fuck yeah, gonna be a great night. Play some Y and Xbox with best bud, sneak out with bro and smoke cigs outside his house and drink beer. Life is good. JPG. Talk to buddy about creepy shit and ask about his property. Best bud lives on a 125-acre farm. Has old abandoned greenhouses and lots of cool buildings to go exploring. Go walking with buddy around farm, ask about ghosts and taunt ghosts to show themselves. MFW, a blood-curdling scream echoes across the field. MFW, the scream is coming from an old abandoned trailer buddy's dad owns that sits beside an old tree that was used for hanging people over 75 years ago. Look at buddy and ask him if he heard that. Buddy is frozen in place, not moving a muscle. Scream happens again. Buddy's dog takes off in the direction of the scream, barking like mad. Dog comes back a few minutes later. Okay. Drink. More beer on the back of my truck with best bud, calming our nerves. Scream pierces the night, different than before. It sounds like a man getting murdered, coming from a different direction. Go back to look at the trailer and see if we can see anything. MFW, all of the trailer's lights come on at once. MFW, the trailer hasn't had electricity running to it in years. MFW, it looks like someone is pacing through the house trailer as we can see the shadow on the closed blinds moving back and forth. After a minute or so, all of the lights go back out. Me and best bud go back inside and grab guns, me with a pump shotgun and him with an old lever action .3220. Lock and load. JPG. Walk the 400 yards across a field to the trailer. Cautiously move up to trailer. Yell, is anyone in there? Nobody home. Walk up old steps and into trailer. No electricity, no lights work. Check fuse box, no power in trailer. No power from the grid. That's pretty much my only unexplainable experience. Hi X, I'm not really a lurker besides the YouTube channels that make videos out of these. So I don't know how to green text too well, but I'll do my best. I am curious as to what you all think of what's been happening to me through my life, and hopefully I can get some insight. Nothing too paranormal, but I don't know where else to put it. Be me, born in Mojave, nothing crazy happens at birth. Fast forward. Be me 6 to 8, yo, notice I can get chills on demand. Can do it about once a day, but feels like it needs to recharge. Longer I wait, stronger it feels. By this time years have gone by, and Icelandic start researching paranormal phenomena and other occult teachings. Rosicrucianism, Futhark and Icelandic runes, Livonian werewolf myth, and basically all the stuff you find on X.BMe17. Still developing, practicing what at this point I believe is similar to Kyr Vril maybe. Start having brutal reoccurring nightmares and migraines. In the nightmare I'm in a small neighborhood full of people that is getting terrorized by an entity that can't be seen with your eyes. Listen to people getting slaughtered by entity every night while I hide. Start feeling or seeing without my eyes the entity in my waking hours. Terrified every time to the point I'm frozen. Decide I've had enough. Work up the courage to face the entity on my own playing field. Read up on how to lucid dream, practice for a couple nights before making my move. Finally ready and in control. Sleep. Face him. Rip him to shreds using my fully aware subconscious mind. Aptly name him Dread after I finally see him with my eyes, after I banished him from my mind. Never see the demon again. After this I went through a change of realizing the power of my subconscious mind. This isn't an abduction, but here it is, be me, 10 yo girl. Laying in bed playing Pokemon late at night. House suddenly goes dead quiet. I mean dead quiet, like a giant hand settled down over us. Like a blanket was dropped on a birdcage. Just dead quiet. Nervously put down Pokemon. Light comes through window. The light beckons me somehow, invites me closer. I'm very scared, but I get off the bed and go over to the window. There is just a sphere outside the window. It's golden and circular, and I cannot explain how it made me feel. When I looked at it, I got the sense that my entire life is just a dream, and I'm playing a joke on myself by pretending to be a little girl playing video games. I start to tremble because nothing seems real. I decide I'm dreaming. The sphere shoots upwards into the sky. Noise returns. I stumble back to my bed, but I can't focus. Sit down and stare at the wall. Tell my parents, but they say I was dreaming. But they don't understand that this is the dream. We're all just dreaming. I've never woken up. Okay, I have vivid dreams all the time, but this is second time in my life that a dream is recurring continuation. Thus, I would like some anons to look into it. My previous recurring dream was about death of my relative. I'm not sure if it helped, but I asked them to not go on a trip where they apparently die, and they are still well right now. But this one is too cryptic for me to understand. Be me. Independent and alone on an island. Have a cat. Cat dies to zombie virus. Now there's two of the same cat, a walking corpse of a cat somewhere on the island and my alive immortal cat, but only the head and two front legs left of it, other body was bitten off and out properly dead, thighs two cats got fight to the death. Too lazy to remove trash, find zombie cat, or bury and burn leftover body from my immortal cat. Dream ends. That was the previous dream. I think it was yesterday, now, to the dream I just had. Be me. Stuck on the same damn island. Meteor drops not far from nearby. Globa homo. Too busy bickering over nothingburger, so I take out my boat and tell Anons I'll go check it out. Can't remember how it went. Back to my island. Realize I haven't worked on my cat problem. The head plus legs of my immortal cat was busy looking around for food since I didn't feed it, even though it prefers to pretend dead near its already smelling corpse. Hear bell ringing. It is zombie cat pouncing on my leg and biting me. Immortal cat tried to alarm me, but it has no lungs, thus it can't produce sounds. Take zombie cat and drop it into the ocean. Wake up. What the fuck? Sounds like he'll be a fun guy sometimes, but fuck off when things are boring or you need his help with something big. I don't necessarily have a bad opinion on minor flaws. Mina's flaws serve to humanize her, and I think it's the only reason we can have a relationship other than deity worshiper. They were a bit of a monkey's paw. No harm in fucking the succubus every now and then until you're in another relationship. You'd have to ask the suction people for more information on how to banish one. I've never had any encounters with a succubus. I think they give me a wide berth. Now where was I? Be me in 2015. My tulpa is trying to get me to come with her. She claims to be a goddess. This comes as no surprise to me, as she had already altered my beliefs back in 2013 on a lark. Just to show she could. I believed in her. Mina asks me twice. The first time is her typical syrupy sweetness. I refuse. The second time, she is angry and imperious. How dare I refuse her? All the wonders she can offer, all the happiness we can share. I refuse again. The place we were renting has a writing desk with a heavy-duty metal swivel chair. Mina walks over to the chair, pulls it out, and slides it across the carpet to me. It comes to a halt level with where I am standing. Sit. She commands me. I do. The chair is real. Mina has never been in the habit of giving me direct commands. It's not how she usually does things. My faith wavered in that moment. I believed she would kill me. She knew, of course. One of the first things she learned was how to read my mind. I think that's why she decided to punish me this time. Mina was also not in the habit of punishing me, unlike the other Anon. She was always a fan of the carrot over the stick. Had some really ill post one I didn't ever posted. Be me like 10 years ago. In bed almost sleeping. Seems like I got in pre-deep sleep state. Suddenly I'm awake, as if I'm lucid dreaming, but not actually dreaming or lucid. Seems too real. I'm laying on side and see light from cable connector that illuminates half the ground around my table. Whatever. Someone's sneaking behind table. WTF like fking gnome trying to walk away after he realized he woke me up. Fuck this. JPG. I was in shock to understand what really happened at the moment. Few seconds later I realize I wasn't asleep. I suddenly get off bed and start searching for that thing around my room. I couldn't find him, but it was like a real gnome from movies with big hat. I'm not Christian. Satan is Set. Egyptians worshipped him first. Succubus general is as cringe as it gets. Okay. Thank you. Don't let your ancestors down, they are writing on you. Be me. Sleeping next to GF. Go into dream world astral plane. GF is there. Wait a second, my GF is sleeping next to me, you can't be my GF. Show yourself. Reveals eldritch abomination of writhing tentacles. Steal my courage. Go back to the pit, foul demon. Demon bursts into flames. Righteousness. I get it. I feel for you guys. Whatever the reasons you don't have you own women. Loneliness sucks and it's crippling. Men love and love deeply. We like to hold warm attractive women. But life is war, brothers. The battlefield is in the mind, and the prize is the soul. I get it, it's your thing, but at the end of the day it's lust. It's depravity. It's Satanism. True love is protection. That is a male's purpose. Real love is family. If you give up and give into depravity, then it will consume you. Always does. Hedonism is chasing the dragon. You may feel defeated, lost and alone, unwanted and discarded. But I love you. You are my brother bonded by mortal simian death. Even though we are destined to compete, I would see you become a worthy adversary. I'm legit scared. Be me. About to sleep. Get vision of something and begin to feel like someone is sleeping behind me. Can get a picture of it, a random female hellhound. Try not to panic, asks what it wants in my head. Make it worse, get a female voice in my head that says join me. Suddenly feel a quick cold pick, kindle like a light scratch on my back. Get up and look in mirror. Super scratch mark. Okay, who the fuck is this? Be me. Play VTMB for the first time. Evola traditionalist. Want to side with La Croix BC monarchy commies and anarchists. Be patient and do his every bidding without so much as a foul word. He betrays me for no reason at all. The whole story is a left intellectual strawman. Unless you want to suggest politics is too, I reject your proposition.